Good morning and welcome to the Science Lab. This morning we're finishing up our unit on forces. And teachers, if you want to start them out on the floor, there's some books and there's a fact chart for you to talk about what is a force, a push, a pull, talking about magnetism. In your centers, one of the centers we have a slip and slide. You're experimenting with how friction affects forces in motion. Zoe is my helper today. Zoe, will you pick up one of the threads and show how easy it is to move one, but the friction with the two threads in it. Now go up and down. Now show with the other two, or actually don't show with the other two. They'll have to find out and see and experiment with how. No, don't show with the friction. And then we also have a game, a forces in motion game, and you quiz each other. Who has another word for movement? And the answer would be, I have lever. So that's your quiz for quizzing each other. I have a push. That would be a simple machine that's a bar that rocks on a point like a seesaw. So you're just quizzing each other and seeing if you can come up with a force in motion word. Over here we have the paper pencil center for everyday forces. You pick one of these cards. It could be something that you see every day, but something that is an everyday force, something simple that you maybe use at home, at school. There are all kinds of forces that you use every day. Pick one of those and tell, or four of those, and tell the jobs and the forces that they're used. And there are also some forces in motion vocabulary for you. Over here we have a magnetism center. You're putting together what's magnetic and what's non-magnetic. And then you get to experiment with the magnets and see what you can experiment with and what you can find out and play. If when you make a mess, you clean it up for the next center, because we have lots of fun things over here, but we also have lots of things that can be very messy. So you make sure you're being responsible and cleaning up after yourself. Then I have one center over here that I put on the floor. You're experimenting with forces with race car relays. We have car 1 and car 2. You can measure how far yours went, and I've got some big dictionaries up here. You can play around with the ramps if you want to experiment to see how the forces, the ramps affect how fast they go. Yeah, you want to show down once. Okay, so, and you can't push it. You just let it go, see where it goes, and then you can measure to see which one, if they tie, if one goes further. All right, that's our force Science Lab today. Happy Science Lab.